Today, I will have volume control. What's up? I'm Trent Windsor, and we're here in search of the perfect shuffle. It's time for another segment of Clearing Out the Archives, where I shuffle my music, and whichever album pops up, that is the album I review song by song. If a song is more than 50% skippable, if I would skip it more than half the time, I say get rid of it, not worth your time. If a song is less than 50% skippable, if I would listen to it more than half the time, I say it's a worthy addition for your perfect shuffle. Last time we shuffled our music, and the album that popped up was Food by MF Doom. Just take a look at this beauty right here. MF Doom is one of the greatest MCs of all time. He is also one of the most mysterious. He has multiple aliases, but MF Doom is his most well-known moniker. He loosely bases the MF Doom persona on Dr. Doom from the old Fantastic Four Marvel comics. He's pretty much never photographed without wearing a mask. He has a metal mask that he wears at all times, during all performances, in all his pictures, etc. While he isn't necessarily popular in the mainstream, you won't really hear MF Doom on the radio, his status in the underground is absolutely legendary. Most rappers and most hip-hop heads will have heard of and will revere MF Doom. The album Food was released in 2004, and it was also accompanied by a tour and a food drive, which is pretty cool. So what is it about this album, and what is it about MF Doom in general, that really have given him his legendary status? Let's find out as I review this album song by song. Song number 1 is called Beef Rap. It comes with an extended intro with samples from old radio and TV shows, specifically superhero radio and TV shows. It's pretty easy for him to create these skits based on sound bites of people talking about Dr. Doom, because they always refer to him as just Doom. And it all sounds very vintage, pretty retro. This is something that's kind of earned him the title of a comic book rapper, because he does take on this persona of a supervillain, and he uses these things. You'll see these intros and outros in a lot of the songs on this album, so I'm only going to mention it here, but you get it throughout the album. The beat on this song is made from samples of those same radio shows and TV shows. Very vintage. This beat specifically is not my favorite beat from the album, but it is pretty decent, and it's really cool, the creativity and the ingenuity you see from Doom and his production skills. Let's talk about his rhyming, because it is absolutely amazing, and I feel very unqualified to tell you exactly why it's so good, which is why I'm going to link a video from Vox where they talk about it in a lot greater detail and with a lot more technicality than I can. Doom has this penchant for rhyming full lines. The entire line will rhyme with the entire next line, which is something that's so crazy, and it all makes sense. It's not just random words flying out of his mouth. He has such an intricate vocabulary, and he uses these skills to lay down some of the funniest punchlines in all of rap. His delivery is so laid back and relaxed, you'd think that he was doing it in his sleep. He doesn't have to try at all, it seems. He's really an incredible MC, maybe the best of all time. And this is going to be true in every single song on this album. With some rap albums, I can say,
oh, this MC really wasn't on his game in this song. Oh, maybe the bars weren't the best in this song.
Every single song in this album is going to have incredible bars. It's going to have incredible delivery. The rhyme scheme is going to be ridiculous. The flow is going to be immaculate. It's all just going to be right there. So this song, I would say 35% skippable. Decent start to the album. Song number 2 is called Hoecakes. The beat samples some Fat Boys style beatboxing, which is perfect for an album based on food.
Sample the Fat Boys.
The musical part of the sample is very lush, very luxurious, and he does this really well on this album, where he lays down these lush and bright and clean beats, and his rapping is so grimy and underground, and those two things that you wouldn't think would come together actually mesh so well. I also really love the sample of a female voice saying "Supa." He incorporates that sample into his rhyme scheme throughout the song, and it just gets me every time. Supa! The song really grooves, it's head bopping, he puts it right into this tempo that's just perfect. This song is 20% skippable. Really, Supa! Song number 3 is called Potholders, and it features Count Bass D. Count Bass D actually complements Doom really well. I really appreciate the way that Doom has picked his features on this album. He didn't just pick anybody. He didn't go for easy, recognizable names either. Count Bass D is another one who's a little bit more underground, but his style and his flow fits with MF Doom's Supa! And he really takes on the challenge of rapping right next to Doom very well. I like this song because he samples a few classic rappers, but the point of the song is that classic rappers are beyond their prime and they need to just stop rapping. Like I said, we've got some great punchlines on this album. I would say this song is 25% skippable. Song number 4 is called One Beer. This one cycles between like a high-pitched female singer, like 50s style crooner female singer, and some really cool 80s synths. Two things that really shouldn't go together, but the producer Madlib really puts them together very well. Madlib and Doom worked together on an album that is another legendary album that you should go check out, Mad Villainy. These two are just a dynamic duo, and it shows on this track. It comes with a really interesting music video that's like anime, I guess, like poorly drawn anime. Doom is like a little chibi Doom, and he only has one eye, and then there's like a bunch of weird upskirt shots of some anime girl. Very strange. Watch it if you want. Links in the description below. I really enjoy this song. Another very clean beat. I would say this one is 25% skippable. Next we have the song Deep Fried Friends, which samples the song Friends by Houdini, another classic rap sample. It's very deceivingly happy and upbeat, but as you listen to the lyrics you can tell that MF Doom really has trouble with friends and finding real friends and not fake friends. Once again, very groovy. I really love the way Doom paces these songs out. Not too slow, but not too fast that you can't hear his punchlines or understand what he's saying. This song is another one that's really amazing, 20% skippable. The next 4 songs, Poop, Putt, Platter, Filet-O Rapper, Gumbo, and Fig Leaf Bicarbonate, are all skits, and as such, I will not be giving them a rating. But they're all the type of skits that I talked about at the beginning of this video. Song number 10 is called Con Carne. This one has a very lush piano sample, but then it throws like laser sound effects in the middle of that. It doesn't really fit together very well on the beat for me. It's a weird juxtaposition, but MF Doom just comes through and raps over this beat and makes it sound good somehow. So I would say this one is 40% skippable. Song number 11 is called Guinnesses, and it features 4 Eyes and Angelica. This song actually doesn't have any bars from Doom at all, which is a strange choice to me. The problem is that they put a song that doesn't have Doom in between 2 songs that do have Doom, and you just can't compare, man. There's no comparing the two. Angelica does fine, her verses are fine. 4 Eyes lays down a hook that is not my favorite because of where it is on the album. It just gets kind of boring, so I'd say this one is 60% skippable. Song number 12 is called Con Queso. This was actually originally released as a single called Hee-Haw, but I guess it just had enough food references in it that he was willing to put it on the album. The beat sounds very much to me like an 80s cop show. It's very cool and clean, but very dark, and it has this neon vibe to it that I really like. Once again, I just gotta say, I just love the rhythm this song puts you into. Doom just knows how to put you into a groove. I'd say this one is 20% skippable. Song number 13 is called Rap Snitch Knishes, featuring Mr. Fantastic. The beat is a sample of this righteous guitar solo that I really love. It's very echoey, it's absolutely glorious. This is probably the song that has the strongest hook / chorus, which really makes it stick. Mr. Fantastic lays down the hook, and it's really nice. Another well-chosen feature, Mr. Fantastic fits right in on this track and isn't so overpowered by doom that it's cringy. I really love the concept of this song. It's about how rappers snitch on themselves by rapping about crimes that they actually committed. This is an amazing song, another one that's 20% skippable. Song number 14 is called Vomit Spit. This is what happens when you consume too much food. It's another very clever beat, classic samples, very clean, with grimy rapping, all of the things that Doom has done so well on this album in every song so far. This man just cannot fail. His bars are flawless. This song is 20% skippable as well. Song number 15 is called Cookies. This one actually has a darker, grimier beat, which is a nice change from what we've been hearing so far. But that's about all I can say that I haven't said about any of these songs. More fantastic bars, incredible delivery, very groovy. This one is 25% skippable. Mathematically, adding everything up, this album as a whole is only 28% skippable. It's hard for me to describe just exactly what is so enticing about MF Doom. I'm no expert, I'm just a guy who likes music, but his bars, his punchlines, his delivery are all immaculate and all just hit so different from any other rapper that I've ever heard. It's the work of a criminal rap mastermind, and maybe it takes a villain to be just this good. It's no wonder this man is an absolute legend, and I hope he continues to live on in infamy. Alright, let's shuffle our music and see which album I'll be reviewing next.
Alright, we're just going to go into our music library here, go into albums, and hit shuffle. Alright, looks like the next album I'll be reviewing is Shrem by Ray Shremmerd.
If you like what I'm doing here, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notifications. Let me know what you think about MF Doom, let me know what you think about food, all in the comments below. I think that all musical opinions are valid, and I'd love to hear yours. Let me know if there's an album you'd like to see me review. I do one request a month. Also check the links below for the music video for this album, as well as links to my playlist for Best of 2019 and Best of 2020, a playlist that's being updated constantly. I'm Trent Windsor, and this is The Perfect Shuffle. If you look right here, this is the poster for the tour/food drive.